goodness, I've been looking for you Friday. I don't know if y'all been checking out the Raw Talk, IG, Discussion Combustion, all those, but I've been looking forward to Friday, and I was talking about it earlier this week while looking at some beautiful, beautiful mountains here in Colorado. Wherever you're tuning in, thank you so much for checking out Happy Friday, America. My name is Arthur Raw. Definitely happy to be here, and the energy is right today. I hope you're getting ready for the weekend. Joined with me across the table, of course, is my good friend and co-host, Kevin, driving the tricycle through the puddle, Batstone.
That's an interesting intro there, Art. Happy Friday, America. It's good to be here again. We made it through another week. 2 weeks or less of Christmas shopping. That's it. So if you're like me and you've been screwing around, I've got some shopping to do.
Oh, you haven't even...
Not a single gift.
Wow.
Not a single gift.
Behind the ball.
I've just been too damn busy.
Behind the ball.
I got shows to do, baby. I got to run Happy Friday America. We got to do Discussion Combustion. We got Today in History, Art.
Hey, we got Today in History, and it is a Friday the 13th. So what happened on December 13th in history? Well, let's go in linear order. One of these I'm really excited about, but 1938, Los Angeles, California has freezing weather getting down to 28 degrees. I don't know if that's happened more than once or if that was the only time, but I didn't expect to see that. Moving forward to 1959, I actually feel like I wrote that wrong. It was 1859. And that was the first music store opens in America.
Yeah, I think that's correct. So the first music store opened in America in 1859.
Yes, I believe so.
For sale.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that was Philadelphia.
Yes.
So I had a fat finger. You know, when you're from the 1900s, it's really easy to type that in whenever you're typing in dates. Go ahead and try writing Today in History yourself. Okay. So I'm really excited for this one. And actually, I'll let you say this one, Kev.
Yeah. So obviously, December 13th, 1982, my brother, Matt Batstone, happy birthday. He's 42 years old today. He's doing awesome. So shout out to my brother. Thanks for always supporting me, brother.
Let's go.
And today's about you. So we got some fun stuff here.
Let's go, Matt. You've been inspiring me too, man. All the progress you've made. It's awesome, brother. I fucking love it, man. Happy birthday. 1994, The Hits. It's the second compilation album from Garth Brooks is released, and that ended up being Billboard Album of the Year in 1995. And then moving to more recent history, this one's just kind of interesting. 2022.
Some nuke news.
Yeah, I was looking for some nuke news, but we've heard about all the test sites by now. You know, we've heard the stats of how many bombs have been dropped and how many nukes have been...
I think it's fun.
It is fun. But so in 2022, first nuclear fusion reaction in a laboratory setting, replicating the same energy that powers the sun. This is announced by scientists at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California. So what we're doing with that is probably powering military equipment and carriers and stuff like that, or like submarines. That's probably what we're using that for, and of course, powering cities as well.
And that was only 2 years ago. So a little bit of nuke news there. And before we jump into my first article, Art, you got a GoFundMe here you'd like to put out to the world.
Yeah, so we don't normally do this, but we're a Denver podcast company, Discussion Combustion Productions. So we're a local entrepreneur here in Denver, and a local entrepreneur, dog grooming company, has been around for 18 years and is just asking for a little bit of help. It's been kind of dire recently. So if you want to help save, Dog Savvy is the name. This place is on Larimer Street, super cute shop. They're doing a lot of great things in there. Great employees, great prices on products, and also, of course, keeping your dog so fresh and so clean. My girl is actually helping over there with some of the cleaning right now as well. So it's a great way to help a local business that isn't this huge, big company out there keep their doors open and help them find the next phase within their business. So go ahead, check out the show notes down below. There's a link for the GoFundMe. Definitely would mean a lot if people are behind that kind of thing to contribute if you have extra money to give this holiday season. And
it's the season of giving, baby.
It is the season of giving. And talking about giving, the VA normally gives out benefits to vets and helps people that are, have served this country.
Yeah.
But a specific VA location it sounds like they were giving out a little bit extra.
Yeah, so, things get a little rowdy out there, and there's always going to be, crime, a little bit of corruption, and, of course, sex is pretty much involved in every aspect of life anymore. And so this is kind of a wild story. The VA down in Tennessee, at the Veterans Hospital of Tennessee, were allegedly and now pretty much confirmed after they have resigned. The officials of the VA of Tennessee have now resigned due to having an orgy inside of their veterans hospital down there. And about 32 female colleagues were involved in this. Some other people are coming forward. There was 12 VA employees that were also included in this.
A mega orgy.
This was a pretty serious orgy.
I mean, okay, so what's like the
baseline
numbers to be considered an orgy?
I would say 4 or more.
4 or more?
Because you have a 3-way, you have a foursome, and then anything over that starts to get kind of orgy related.
Okay.
This is a massive orgy for sure, taking place at. Now, here's the deal: was it after hours? Was it during hours? Were they pulling people? I don't know all the details there. You can certainly go ahead and read this link. It really is just highlighting.
I heard it was 24 hours.
That's quite an orgy. That's quite a time on a Sunday afternoon. But just a wild story. I had to throw it in here as my lead article, and they resigned. They said, "Hey, we're out of here." And to me, that always admits guilt.
That's like walking away from it because
anytime someone resigns,
they're
like,
you're walking away because you're guilty.
Like, we
and
did,
and you don't want to air it out anymore.
We did that. So somebody obviously blew the whistle here. Someone was like, these guys are doing sex in the Veterans Hospital of Tennessee, and it must be stopped immediately.
So these were employees.
They're employees and colleagues.
And colleagues.
So,
what's the difference?
It depends on your definition of both.
Yeah, isn't it like an employee? Like an employee...
A colleague could be...
is like somebody that is employed, and then a colleague is a fellow employee.
What if you had like a broker or someone that does sales and distribution to this facility that doesn't necessarily work at the VA but works with them?
Yeah,
that'd be a colleague.
So how do you get pulled into these things? People must tell by my energy I'm not really like into those bigger type of group things.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But like, because I never get approached. No one's ever like, hey. But I've had friends, like we'll be out at a bar or something, and then they end up getting approached by like some chick, and she's cute, and she's like talking to him, and then she's like, hey, my man over there like just wants to watch though or something.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's like there's some odd scenarios, and I'm not trying to shame any of that.
No, I think it's all good. Yeah. There's a time and a place for all this stuff. This obviously isn't the place, and probably nor the time to have these type of activities. My guess would be this has probably been going on a while. They probably had like this weird underground sex cult going on, some swingers action, and then finally it just got too big, and they thought they could get away with it. They didn't. They've resigned now. They're out, and they said, hey, with the sex charades at the VA Hospital of Tennessee are over.
Yeah, so is it true that the pineapple, like if you're on a cruise, you put a pineapple sticker or something on your door, it shows that you're like down to swing?
I think that you would have to be a part of that culture to know what that means. I don't think it definitively, because I don't see, when I think pineapples, I think marijuana.
Yeah, I think that too.
That's what I would think. So to me, that would be like cannabis friendly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think, hey, we're having an orgy in here.
Yeah.
Because we got a pineapple on the door.
I mean, there's a lot of secret societies out there, Kev.
Well, obviously, at the VA hospital, it's happening.
Oh man, there's a lot going on. And one society that I could really get behind is recycling and reusing some of the worst things that you could ever step on in your life. That's right.
Or a kneel on.
Or kneel on.
I can still feel a Lego hitting my kneecap.
Yep, that's right. Recycling Legos. And Lego has been running a recycle program called Replay for 5 years and seen a lot of success with this. So with Legos, they're a keepsake item. People love them. They're fun to build with. There's so many benefits to Legos, obviously. Most people want to give them down. Like, they don't want to give them away. They don't want to throw them away. They want to give them to their kids' kids, or their grandkids, whatever. Right? So, typically, you wouldn't get too many people returning Legos, but Lego put out this thing where it's like, hey, if you have unused bricks that you're not trying to use anymore or you're looking to give away, give them back to Lego through this Replay, and it's lego.com/replay. And they redistribute these bricks. So in 5 years of having this, they've redistributed 1,200,029 and 72 pounds of Lego bricks. That's how many were donated.
That's massive.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.2 million pounds of Lego bricks.
Because Legos aren't that heavy.
No.
I mean, they got weight, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But individual bricks don't weigh that much.
Yeah, so that, like you're picturing like it's more than this room.
Oh, way more.
Yeah.
James May built a whole Lego house.
Yeah.
Which is pretty badass.
That is pretty badass.
Not like a mini house, like a house you could
I remember seeing that, and it was legit.
James May's badass.
He is badass. He is badass.
And these people that are donating are badass, and this is cool what Lego's doing.
That is cool. I mean, giving it back, and they've given back to almost 500,000 children.
It's a lot of kids.
In 5 years. So it says almost 400,000. So, man, That's a bunch to redistribute, and that's so much fun. Legos are so much fun. I'm fortunate. I was somewhat spoiled with like all the toys and stuff growing up, and I was in a good position like that. So I'm so grateful that I had all these cool Legos to build. And I had, after I was done with the set, I would break it down, obviously. So I would do my own custom builds.
Same.
So my very first custom build that I can remember was probably like a spaceship of some sorts. And then after that, like my more advanced, when I was still a kid, of course, so it's not super advanced, but was like a mech that they could like get into, and it could like stand there.
That still sounds like something you would build.
What's your custom builds? What'd you build?
So my very first set of Legos was just the random pieces. I had 2 mega buckets that you would dump out. You had the green square. You could build shit on it. And to probably no one's surprise, I tried to build a racetrack. And I built the grandstands and the seating, and I had the pit road and everything.
Oh, nice.
So I kind of had like a little NASCAR thing going on. And then the first like kit, like the actual kit you build, was like a police station.
Okay, this Lego City ones.
The
Those
Lego
are cool.
City ones, yeah.
Those are
You'd
cool.
have the little cop cars, and you'd have the police station.
I used to love
jail cell.
the motorcycle one.
Oh, those are cool.
The motorcycle cop was so cool, man. I used to love that little bike so much.
Legos are awesome.
And like putting the helmet on. And then one of my all-time nostalgic favorites was like the underwater ones, and like where it came with the little submarine with like the half circle like little dome, and you put the people into the machines, and they're all like.
That was living, man. When in the 90s, we had to use our imaginations and create these scenarios in our head. And yeah, I miss those days. We had a lot of fun playing with Legos.
Yeah, and people still do. So shout out, and look, if you got bricks that you want to donate that you're done with, put them in the replay program. Get them in other people's hands. I like it a lot.
Absolutely.
Next, what we got going is a random record. I was calling myself a poser skater not too long ago in the group chat when I was a kid, and then my friends came to defense, said that I was a skater because I was skating. Either way, that's on debate, but what this guy did with a skateboard is non-debatable.
Yeah, this is incredible. So this is the random record of the week. So look, this guy's out of his mind. Chad Caruso decided to go out there. He said, I'm going to set the world record for skateboarding from coast to coast on the U.S. Kicking off out in Venice Beach, California. It took him 57 days, 6 hours and 56 minutes to cross this incredible country, landing in Virginia Beach was his final destination. As he was arriving, people were starting to catch on. They knew this guy was on it, and they were just cheering him on. They had police, escorts shutting down the road
awesome.
As he was coming in to finish this thing. For a grand total of 3,162 miles on a skateboard. Man,
dude,
that's incredible.
Okay, so I'm like thinking about how one would actually accomplish this.
Well, you have to have a lot of stamina, and it's going to take a lot of grit to be able to pull something like this off.
And some replacement parts.
That was going to be my question. Those wheels had to have gotten beat up out there.
No, he probably had like some kind of custom
like a backpack.
Comfort rig. Yeah, and he like had some stuff to be able to do some repairs. Because I mean, what route do you take through the Rocky Mountains?
There's a couple.
You know
ways.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Or you like go north, like
go around it,
like
or
where it's a little
under
like,
it. He could have gone.
Yeah.
So out of Venice Beach, he could have gone down through Phoenix, Arizona.
That's probably the way
over
he
through
went.
Albuquerque, up through Texas, and then
you can't go skateboarding through the Rockies.
You could.
Imagine going down one of like the 12th grade.
Oh shit!
On the skateboard.
You got the runaway ramp.
Oh shit!
That would be horrifying.
Oh my god, bro!
It's horrifying going in a car.
He didn't go through the Rockies. There's no.
No,
way.
I think he came down through Phoenix and went up through Texas and that way. But still, out of Venice Beach all the way to Virginia Beach, 57 days, 6 hours, 56 minutes, 3,162 miles. That's a long trip in a vehicle.
That's worthy.
He's on a goddamn skateboard.
No, that's worthy. That's a crazy record.
Yeah, I hope that there's like some footage of this and like he was filming it like with GoPros and stuff, and we see a really cool video come out of it.
I do. I wish I was at the party in
finish
Virginia.
line?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he got there, he said he felt like a rock star.
Dude, people were like, "Let's go, Forrest!" You know.
And
it reminds me of the Forrest Gump story of him running around and people start joining and shit.
And here's the really cool story. He's been skating for 25 years, but he said skateboarding is what helped him get sober. And so he has been sober for 9 years, and this story he wants to help inspire others to get sober and do amazing things and break records. So solid lad Chad Caruso this week.
Chad, stay strong, Chad. I love that, man.
Yeah, solid lad Chad.
Anyone who took their life back from nothingness, of the nothingness of just being consumed by a substance, like, fuck yeah.
No, this guy's badass.
I'm excited for that.
Solid lad Chad made the records this week. Art's got the Would You Rather, but of course we got to recap last week.
Yeah, we got to recap last week. And last week was, would you rather give up music or give up TV and like movies and all that streaming type of stuff. So
Yeah.
either you get music or you get to watch stuff, basically.
Right. And I think you and I
Both pick music.
We both are taking music.
Yeah.
We're giving up film and TV.
We're keeping music.
America, you're killing us here. America went 50-50
No.
again on our Would You Rather this week. So complete
Okay.
50-50 split. We've been having a lot of these, America. You're leaving us hanging on which direction this thing's going to go. So what do we got this week,
These are
Art?
some good Would You Rathers then. So credit to my co-host over here, Mr. Driving the Tricycle Through the Puddle, Batstone.
I don't know what that means.
Coming up with this awesome Would You Rather.
Come up with some crazy shit.
This one's tough.
This was a Ken Bear inspired.
I don't like this. Yeah, so yesterday on Discussion Combustion, we dropped an episode with Ken Bear.
Good man.
Previous drug smuggler turned informant for the DEA. Crazy story. Cool guy. Yes, I'll let you say this one because you came up with it.
Well, we kind of tailored it together, but basically kind of piggybacking off that, being a snitch, being a rat, whatever.
Yeah.
So the scenario here is, there's some trouble. You and your best bro, your homie for life, you're in it. And so you have the option. Would you rather take the hit and serve a 12-year jail sentence or snitch out your buddy and put him in the slammer and you get away free and easy? So either you're taking it on the chin, you're taking one for the team, or you're going to run and let your buddy take it. I already know my answer. I'm going to take the hit.
Damn.
I'm going in jail for my buddies. I'll take bullets for my friends, my family.
Damn.
I'm going in the slammer, man. I don't have kids, and so I'll sit it out for 12 years. I'll see when I'm 47, and let's have some fun then.
It really depends. There's so many things that would push me into either direction here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a tough would you rather
It's not easy.
without more information. I don't know, man. I know I need to take the hit, but I want
You want to be free.
I want to be free.
Well, everyone wants to be free.
Yeah.
But that's what makes this a tough would you rather. You got to pick one.
Do I have to answer?
Yeah.
Is part of it?
When have we never not
All
answered
right.
one?
I'm going to assume that I have caught up with most of my demons in life, and that my karma scale is somewhat level.
Art's putting me in. He's throwing me in the
so,
slammer.
So if this
either way, I'm going in.
If this happened, yeah, you already want to go in. So you.
I don't want to go in.
So you could serve my time.
I don't want to go in there. I wouldn't last a day in there.
Thank you for taking the hit, Kev.
I'd have to start like a podcast society in jail. It'd be some radio shit.
No, I would keep it going on the outside and keep you included.
How would you do that? I would be in the slammer.
We would backstack it, and you would just send me clips, and then I would make episodes.
I don't think it's that
it.
easy. As we learned with Ken Bear, it's pretty. You got to have someone draw a Christmas card for you in there to
Yeah.
mail it out.
It's tough.
It's wild in there.
Where you go in America? You're guilty in a crime with your best friend,
Are you throwing them under the bus?
or are you taking the hit for 12 years in jail?
It's a tough one, folks.
I don't like that.
America's probably going to go 50-50 again.
I didn't like that one. That was a good one, though.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
A good would you rather should not be. You shouldn't enjoy a good would you rather.
No, it should be a tough decision. It should be a tough decision for sure. So head on over to our Twitter X over there. As John Force would say, used to have the woodpecker on the logo. Now it just has the big black X, and that's at Happy Fry USA, where you can take the poll.
That's awesome. You got oarfish next?
Yeah, we got oarfish.
What is an oarfish?
You never seen an oarfish?
I've seen orifice. An orifice.
No, oarfish. They're big. They're nasty looking. They're not like piranhas, but they're long, big fish. They're usually deep sea
like
fish.
a barracuda type of.
Similar.
Okay.
Similar.
So those are scary fish.
They're nasty.
Okay.
So off the west coast, out of California, these things usually swim 300 to 3,000 feet under the water, and they're rarely seen.
Okay.
Divers, deep sea fishermen, every once in a while will catch them in the net, and they're big. These sumbitches are 9 to 10 feet long. Like I said, they typically swim under 1,000 feet. They're very dark. They're secluded. Not bottom feeders per se, but they like to really.
They're shy.
They like to swim under the radar. Art. They don't want to be around. Well, these things have been washing up on the shores of California, on the beaches. People are seeing these oarfish. They're like, well, where are these guys?
So what's happening in the deep ocean?
Yeah, what's going on out there? Is there an oil spill? Is there some pollution happening? What's going on out there? And so we don't really have the answer to it. But there's a Japanese folklore that basically says anytime you see oarfish, it's a prophecies of doom. Is what the Japanese folklore referred to these oarfish as. So if you believe in that kind of stuff, I don't know. I think it's interesting that they threw it in with this article, but it's a deep sea creature. It's washing up on the shores of California, and it's kind of being unexplained right now, Art.
The Earth goes through changes. It will continue. We've had somewhat stable climate for a really, really long time. and like species have come and go from this planet for millions and billions of years.
And will continue to.
And will continue to change. So I guess that's how I feel about it, is I'm just happy to be sitting here getting ready for the weekend, recording a happy Friday, baby.
And that's how Art feels about the oarfish washing up in Cali.
I mean, look, what's going on with them? Have they studied them? Have they dissected how did these fish die? Did they look into any of this?
There's more scientists that are getting involved.
Maybe it's the aliens in the ocean that live in the ocean
that are blowing these things out of the water,
or like they have extra activity right now. I mean, I don't know how happy Friday this is, but there's like a bunch of drone sightings in New Jersey and India and Japan.
Wild shit's happening right now
all around the world. And I was talking about this multiple Happy Fridays ago, but like we had people in the hearing like talking about how aliens exist, and no one seems to give a shit.
No one cares.
But then like
Why is that?
Now we're seeing all these drones come out, and it's like, what is this? And sure, humans can make some super advanced drones, so I'm not saying that that's out of the realm of possibility.
Something's going on though. Something's going on. And maybe the Japanese folklore is right. Maybe these oarfish are a prophecy of doom. Maybe something bad's about to happen.
Maybe.
Who knows? All we can control is what we can control.
I mean, bad shit happens every day.
It's going to happen.
It's
a part of it.
That's kind of how I feel. This could easily turn into a solo discussion combustion if we keep down that subject.
We're not doing that.
But where I'm going next, when I think about aliens, sometimes I get googly-eyed about it. Because I can't believe that people don't even pay attention to what I'm hearing. Is it true? I don't know. But what is happening in Bend, Oregon...
Bend over Oregon?
If you bend over in Oregon...
That's an inside joke.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you off mic.
Okay. I'm going to stop myself right there.
We're going to keep that off mic.
Either way, the city of Bend, Oregon is getting frustrated over this kind of light vandalism. It's kind of goofy too. Like people are putting these googly eyes apparently on 8 different sculptures and repeatedly doing this. And the city has put out some statements here. So they're saying that they don't condone this. They really want the people to stop. Some locals find it a fun and a hilarious gimmick. And while the city does not condone, look, it's the holiday season. The city doesn't condone putting Christmas hats on or like reefs or like all this or like lights. And they don't want you doing anything to these statues. However, they're really more focused on the googly eyes opposed to all this other stuff because of the adhesive that sticks it to the statue. And that could potentially hurt the statue, cause rusting and damage. And there was some questions unanswered in this article, which was very frustrating for me while I was scripting this. But apparently they're saying that they've spent around $1,500 so far cleaning up these googly eyes. So I know that there's 8 sculptures, but how long have the googly-eyed bandits been at it to have already cost the city $1,500 for 8 sculptures only? And then how long has this been going on?
My guess is it was like in a short period of time. Usually when you have multiple hits on something, it's in a short window. You know what I mean?
Less than a month.
I would say even less than that.
Okay.
I feel like they went on like maybe a 2-week run.
Like
maybe
where they had a
week.
couple different pairs and they went back and
redid
it a couple times.
They're like, we're going to, late at night, we're going to go run this shit out there. We're going to be these, bend over Oregon sculpture bandits and go out here and start messing with people.
I mean, the googly eyes, it makes sense to why it's not good, but like, I think that it didn't cost them as much money as they're saying.
It's
because you got to send the manpower out, like the manpower out there or woman power, whatever.
It's destruction of property.
It is.
No matter which way.
It is.
And we put stickers up on things and light
Our
poles.
fans have put stickers on things.
Well, I can say I have too.
Yeah.
I've certainly put some stickers. I mean, there's one on the back of my car. I put it there.
You put the one on my car.
I did not put that one there.
I've never put a DCPC.
You wouldn't let me apply that one.
All of our fans have put our stickers everywhere, and I'm a huge fan of the show.
A lot of our supporters have, and we're very thankful for that. But look, these guys, I hope that they do get caught because it's nonsense, and you shouldn't be able to get away with, destruction of property, and, all that kind of stuff.
So what's an appropriate thing to throw googly eyes on?
I don't know, maybe like an arts and crafts project, or maybe like a Halloween decoration on your front porch.
Yeah, something you own.
Yeah, you don't put it on someone else's property.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But the way I see it, it's pretty harmless. You know, it's unfortunate that damage was done. They'll get it cleaned up. I'm sure there's some insurance that'll support it or whatever. But, and you know, were they like putting it on Instagram and shit? Were they making TikToks about it?
I mean, the bandits are out there.
Yeah, they're not going to reveal their identity.
They don't know, but honestly, like, I think it's kind of hilarious. I think it's kind of funny.
I don't know how long it's been going on, Art, but I mean, look, they're dumbasses. There's a lot of dumbasses out there.
There's totally a lot of dumbasses out there, and you have a dumbass of the week.
Kev's dumbass of the week. I don't know if this is going to become a weekly segment, but I've had a few of them.
I think it's a good segment.
You've supported a lot of the dumbasses that I've brought to the show.
Hey, I've thrown the heroes on the weekend occasionally.
You have, yeah.
You know, now we have the dumbass of the week category. Kevin, tell us more, please.
So this week's dumbass is a gentleman by the name of Michael Murray.
Okay.
You have made my dumbass of the week list, and rightfully so. So here's the deal, Art. You watched the video with me before we jumped on air so we could get eyes on this thing. Guy goes into a dealership. I believe it was Mazda South Tone was the dealership. I didn't get a city and state on it. Auto Mall Drive. That's all it gave us for an address. So somewhere here in the States, goes in, buys a Subaru, gets pissed off. You know, he says, "I don't want it. Now I want you to return it." Art, you were in car sales. I'm not sure that, you know.
The first thing I think is how many miles did you put on it, and how long? When did you leave the dealership with it? Because you sign paperwork there,
right?
And there's usually like a 150-mile return policy, like a 3-day return policy. Like, he's probably out of policy.
He was probably out of that window for sure, and he got pissed. So he shows up, he drives in, he says, I don't want this car. I want you to take it back. I want a refund. I don't want this vehicle. And they're like, sorry, sir. You know, as you just said, probably exceeded the policy. You put too many miles on it. We can't take that back. And he goes, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going to show you. And these were his words. I warned you, motherfuckers. So he goes outside, gets in the car, and drives it straight through the building. I mean, you know how many people he could have hurt? Fortunately, nobody was injured. Everyone ran out of the way because they're like, what is this guy going to do? They're all watching him and shit. Like,
here he comes. And
then they all start running like towards the back of the dealership, and here he comes, boom, comes plowing through I would say probably 15, 20 miles an hour at the most.
Yeah.
He comes plowing through the front, glass flying everywhere, tables getting moved out of the way. And for what? And he gets out of the car and goes, I told you, motherfuckers. He said, I was going to do something, and I told you, motherfuckers. Those were his quote from the video. And shortly later, the police show up. He was arrested. He is now being investigated for second-degree felony criminal mischief and 2 Class A misdemeanors, including reckless endangerment and economic interruption and property damage. So, Michael Murray, you are a dumbass, and you get every bit of whatever you get convicted on here. You can't treat people like that, and you can't drive your car through someone's business because you didn't get your way. This dude's 35 years old. Tighten up.
Damn. He does need to tighten up. That boy was overweight too, and you know that he has zero control over what he's putting in his mouth, and he has zero control over what he's doing with his vehicle. No, that's just wild, man.
Idiot.
You know, look, there's other ways that we can alleviate stress. Like, this guy's probably super stressed. He's probably stressed with his job and stuff, and this was his breaking point, and he lost it. But I guarantee you, if he took 20 minutes a day to go on a walk in nature, that he wouldn't be all fucking disturbed like this.
I'm telling you, man. I figured we'd close this out one with a little raw rant there.
I'm telling you, man.
Get that 20-minute walk in, and maybe you won't drive your car through a dealership.
Yeah, and control your eating habits. His fucking insulin and sugar levels were all probably fucked up.
He's not doing well.
Messing up his mood.
Yeah, and God knows how many of the old he had. So that's probably fucking with him too.
The old, that thing.
You know what I'm talking about.
We can't say that.
I can charade it though.
Yeah, we can't say.
How many of those are you gonna get, America?
We can't say that here.
All right, so what do we got going on this weekend? It's Friday the 13th. That's supposed to be like a superstitious day.
Jason remembers today.
Jason knows.
Jason fucking knows.
He knows. Jason Voorhees, they call him. That sumbitch. You could watch Friday the 13th tonight, guys. You can watch it if you're still in that spooky mood. I think most people have transitioned into Miracle on 34th Street and Home Alone. But hey, maybe you like your spookies.
Hey, yeah, and I agree with that. And you know what's really spooky is when you're trying to just chill and relax and you're thinking about all the chores that you have to do. So my recommendation is you take care of business this weekend before you relax. And there's nothing better than relaxing and you know everything is done.
It's the best feeling. You're in a clean place, garbage is out, everything's tightened up, you're good to go. That's just a great feeling. Look, we're close to the holiday. You could build a gingerbread house. I have a gingerbread house kit. I'm going to be probably diving into that at some point.
That'll be fun.
You could watch the DCPC episode with Ken Bear if you haven't caught that yet. He crushed it. We really learned a lot. And, you know, if you're anything like me, I don't like when the controller stops working or you really have to push it hard to get the buttons to work. Change those batteries, guys. Grab some AAAs, grab some AAs, change the batteries in your remotes, all the remote controls. You will thank me.
Go spend $40 on batteries legit today get like the big pack of the AAAs, the big pack of the AAs, just put them in your junk drawer, and I guarantee you,
the junk drawer.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking use those, and it'll be $40 that you're gonna use all year long.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
It's awesome.
Here's what's gonna happen if you don't take this advice. You're not gonna have the batteries on hand. Your controller's gonna stop working, and you're gonna go, damn it, now I gotta go buy batteries.
Yeah.
So get ahead of it.
Yeah, then you're gonna be trying to relax, and you realize you didn't finish your chores, and there you go.
So it's up to you, America. It's your weekend. Make it what you want. Thanks for supporting us here on the Discussion Combustion Production YouTube channel. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter X. You can find us anywhere. We even have an email, but no one really uses that anymore. Fricka Shins are about ready to play us out. Let's go, Art. Let's enjoy the weekend. Love you, America.